it is also a review of yesterday's game against Chelsea, but I'll not take too long on that one. Basically, once again, Newcastle United can't even hold their own shit. They can't even defend a lead. 2-goal lead, got in at to half time, 2-1 up. But unbelievable, 2 goals up in 20 minutes, and you think, oh, this is going to be a magnificent day. Do you know what I mean? We could really go to town on this Chelsea side, because Chelsea were bloody poor. But then they managed to get back into it. And goodness me, Newcastle, yes, they should have had 2 penalties. One was definitely a penalty, but the referee must have already started on the hard stuff already, and it mustn't have. He must have just been getting still hungover off black-eyed Friday, or just on a bender for a couple of days after that and continued. Goodness me, I know a couple of people that have done that down the years. Okay, so it's great to have you with me today, and I'm just come on to have a rant about. I've had a rant there about Newcastle's game yesterday, and I'm going to have a rant about certain things about Christmas in general, particular some of them horrible songs that are out there. Goodness me, there is some bloody rubbish out there, isn't there? And what makes it worse, I think, with some of the Christmas songs out there is the amount of bloody celebrities and famous singers that actually murder these bloody songs, don't they? Oh my goodness me. Some of the stuff that they played, you wouldn't think it, would you? They're a bit like Newcastle defensively. They can't hold it together. They cannot hold a bloody line. And that's exactly the way it is. But yesterday, should have had 2 penalties, but we should have tightened up at the back. And people will say, yeah, Martin, but we've got this amount of defenders out injured. Well, yeah, so that, but bloody hell, at least have a go. Let's go and win the game for it. It was end-to-end stuff. Chelsea could have gone it in the second half. We had chances. We just couldn't put them away. But when we're 2-0 up, what did Newcastle try and do again? What did Eddie Howe try and do again? He tried to shut the back door. All lads, hold back, we're 2-0 up. No, keep going. But no, anyway, doesn't matter. So anyway, rant over about yesterday's game. Let's not get into that too much, because it was yesterday. What I've come on today is I've got a couple of quiz questions for you. A little quiz, Christmas, couple of questions for you to have a look at as well. And they are Newcastle questions. And it's going back a few years now. But let's have a look at it. And of course, Boxing Day is the one one of the questions which I've picked out. And of course, the run up to Christmas. Newcastle, we don't tend to do well around Christmas time, do we? We always seem to be lagging behind somehow. We just, we're either looking forward to Christmas and they're already on the piss, or they've had they've probably been round to so many of each other's houses for Christmas dinner, trying to fit them all in. They're probably feeling a little bit full on the pitch. And of course, Christmas Day, with a game on Boxing Day against Manchester United, they will be working Christmas Day, like training session before they head home for their low-fat Christmas dinners. Goodness me, I do feel for footballers. You guys out there who are professional footballers, hats off to you. Really, I do. Because you've still got to toe the line, don't you, at Christmas? You know what I mean? It's unbelievable, but hats off to them. Also, guys, get in touch today. If you want to get in touch with Marty the Mad Magpie, you're more than welcome to get in touch. And we've already got a comment there from Rez Maradi. I hope I've got that one right. Hi, Rez. I hope you're all right. Merry Christmas to you. And, well, since you're the first one on today, let's see if we can get some more people online about Newcastle United's game yesterday. So, yeah, it was not the best performance by United once again. It's a point, though. It is a point, yeah, but it could have been 3, guys. It could have been 3. Maybe they should have dug in a bit more, I think so. Take your chances, guys. And more importantly, keep that defence as tight as a gnat's chuff. That's what you've got to do. We need to do it. Defensively, with you're 11 men on the pitch, just do the job. What do defenders do? Well, I'll tell you what I used to do when I was a defender back in the day. I used to kick the bloody ball away. I used to get stuck in, Flipping hell, come on, lads. Christmas time, let's get on with it. The what's this? I think their pay is a decent recompense. What is that? Is that the footballers? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bloody hell, definitely. Absolutely. You know, they're on bloody fortunes, aren't they? You know what I mean? But like I've said before, guys, if we don't go to work and perform, we get sacked, don't we? You know, we don't get. We're not on 100 grand a week or something like that. You know, Newcastle once again. It is a point against Chelsea. I think a lot of people would have took a point against them, but for me, 2-0 up in the first half. Nah, you surrender the lead. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. It felt like a defeat. I think their pay is a decent recompense for missing Xmas dinner. Yeah, you're probably right. Aye. Honestly, honestly, somebody did tell me once. He wasn't a professional footballer, but semi-pro, and he used to play obviously on a Boxing Day, and he said that his Christmas dinner, honestly, that you could have turkey, but you weren't allowed any skin on it, no legs. You weren't allowed any roast potatoes. You were allowed plain potatoes with no butter on or nothing like that. No glaze on your carrots. Basically just a boring Christmas dinner. Well, whether you were allowed that at semi-pro level, I don't know. But this guy was very, very into the fitness side of it, and I just think, nah. I mean, footballers, you know, back in the day, you know, I used to look after footballers like when they came and stayed in a hotel. You know what I mean? Where I used to work, you know, you had to look after them. And some of them, you know, bloody egg white omelets. What the hell do you do with an egg white omelet? It's not even a bloody omelet, you know what I mean? But that's what they had to do. No fat on the bacon. Couldn't have sausage. Scrambled egg had to be done with skimmed milk and all this. Oh my word! And you know. But anyway, let's not get into that. I'm going to jump straight in, guys, because I'm rabbiting on a bit here. I've got a couple of quiz questions for you. Now, for some of you, you know, a few of these might be a few years ago. So if you weren't around then, it doesn't matter. Ask your mum or dad. They'll give you the answers to this one. So on this day, back in 2008, Newcastle United beat Tottenham Hotspur at St James's Park. What was the score, first of all? And who were the goal scorers, if you can remember them? What was the score? On this day in 2008, we beat Tottenham Hotspur by 2-1 at St James's Park. Who scored the goals? That is question one. And the next one, Newcastle United on Boxing Day in 2001, which we didn't do very often. We won. We beat Middlesbrough at home on Boxing Day in 2001, by what score and who scored the goals? Those are the two questions, guys, for you to mull over. And remember, no cheating, no looking on Google. Cool. Yeah, so there were the questions. But Christmas time, yeah, it's not always a good time for Newcastle United, is it? You know, we always seem to struggle around Christmas time, particularly Boxing Day. We just kind of seem to get it right on Boxing Day, can we? And this year, of course, we're playing Manchester United, so that should be an interesting one. I can't even think who we did play last year on Boxing Day. I can't even remember. Do you know what I mean? It was that long ago. I don't know if we played Man United then, you know, but we did win at Old Trafford on that particular occasion. We've done the double over United last season. That's incredible, isn't it? That's doing some going. Going some stuff, that one. Toonami, Jay Topper, great to have you with me, mate. Toonami. Oh, aye. Shame about the result yesterday, mate, but great to have you with me. And like I say, guys, them two quiz questions, which I've bit of trivia there for you. Newcastle United beat Spurs in 2008 on this day at St James's Park. Who scored the goals? It was Newcastle United won. I'll give you that answer. Newcastle United won by 2-1 on that day against Spurs. But who scored the goals for Newcastle and Spurs? Get in touch, guys. That's quiz question one. And I'll give you the second one, the scoreline as well. Newcastle United beat Middlesbrough 3-0 on Boxing Day at St James's Park in 2001. Bobby Robson, of course, in charge. But who scored Newcastle United's 3 goals on that particular occasion? And here's a one. Laurent Blanc. Laurent Blanc scored for Tottenham on that day, did he? No, I'm sorry, mate, he didn't. We're going back to the Middlesbrough game. You've got one of the answers right on that one. Yes, you did get that one right in the 3-0 win. Yes, Olivier Bernard did score in that game. He did. Yes, he got the final goal. But we still need 2 goal scorers in that game. Who scored in that 3-0 win against Borough in 2001 on Boxing Day? So, yeah, Christmas time, it's, it's football, racing, everything, and also in spending time with your family and loved ones. But if you're a football fan, it's a big time, isn't it? Boxing Day, we always look forward to the Boxing Day fixtures, don't we? And they're trying to change them. They're trying to bloody take them away from Boxing Day. Give over, man. Have a word with yourselves, man. Football Association and Premier League, have a word. Give over. You can't take them away, man. That's like taking the bloody turkey away from the Christmas table. But that's another thing and all. Turkey, that's proven to be a bit out of favour recently and all, isn't it? I mean, people will buy it. People will buy turkey. You hear them, don't you? They'll buy a turkey for Christmas. And then they'll say, I don't particularly like turkey. What do you buy it for then? It's tradition, isn't it? It's tradition. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But not the way. Do you know what I mean? Do what you want Christmas Day. Eat what you want. Drink what you want. Goodness me. If you want to just sit down and have a cup of tea and a plate of egg and chips, fine by me. Do you know what I mean? Not a problem. But, so turkey is falling down the pecking order in the league table of favourite meats at Christmas. But there's another one for you guys as well, since it's a Christmas special. What do you like on your Christmas dinner, guys? Get in touch. Be great to hear from you. And what things do you not like? What thing do you think should be banned from the Christmas dinner table? And also, getting back to what I was saying earlier on about Christmas songs. My God, I've got to... No, sorry. Dear me, I shouldn't be saying that word. My goodness. That's blasphemy, that one. What songs I think should be banned, in my opinion, from Christmas? This one has to be Mariah Carey. My God, all I want for... Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I tell you what, if I was running the UK, that would not even be on the airwaves. It is bloody awful, that song. It's terrible. Do you know what? She was live in New York a few Christmases ago now. She done like a live performance. Oh, my God. She sounded like a chainsaw on crack. Absolutely terrible. But there you go. Just getting back to the questions. Shola Amiobi, did he score in one of them games? No, he didn't. It's a good answer, but it's not right. It's a good answer, but it's not right. No, very close though. No, but Shola Amiobi did not score in them games. And also I'm looking for not just the Newcastle players who scored, the Tottenham player who scored in that game as well in the 2-1 win on this day in 2008. And also the game against Newcastle and Middlesbrough on Boxing Day in 2001. Newcastle United won 3-0 against the Borough, but who scored those goals? We've already got one answer, Olivier Bernard. But we need another one. Nobby Solano. No, Nobby Solano did not score in that game. Anyway, getting back to the Christmas songs. I heard one the other day on these American Christmas films. Do you know what? They're a pile of bloody shite, them, aren't they? Do you know what? It's always the same storyline, though, isn't it? Somebody goes to an American village, they're baking cookies in the kitchen. A couple meet each other by chance, they fall in love, they fall out, and then right at the end, one goes looking for the other, or the other one turns back up. It's an embrace. Merry Christmas. Same bloody storyline. Crap. But that's my opinion, guys. That's Marty the Mad Magpie's opinion on US Christmas films. They're rubbish most of the time. But there are some classics out there as well, guys. Get in touch. Not just talk about the football today. We're talking about Christmas. What's your favourite Christmas film? And I think I've got £1 ready for somebody who says a Christmas film, right? That isn't a Christmas film in some people's eyes, but in mine personally, it is. What's your favourite Christmas film? Christmas song. What was your favourite thing about football over Christmas? As well, get in touch. Steed Malbronk come back with that one as well. Dear me, answering a lot of questions, G topped. Steve Malbronk, did he score for Tottenham? No, he didn't. No, he did not score in that game, unfortunately. A bit of a tough question, that one, I've got to say. But no, Steve Malbronk did not score on that one. And another song which I hate is that song they made us sing at school, guys. You might have remembered. Well, there's three songs, really. Obviously, one's Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. Get rid of that. Chuck it in the bloody bin. Terrible. The other one is Oh Christmas Tree, Oh Christmas Tree. Oh, my God. That song is absolutely unbelievable. It's crap. It's rubbish. Do you know what they used to make us sing it at school? They did. They used to make us sing it at school. Absolutely terrible. Rubbish. Terrible. Crap. And in my opinion. And the other one, which I hate, is We Wish You a Merry Christmas. We wish you... Oh, my word. You know, any carol singers come to my door singing that. Right. I'll have the dogs ready. Right. Set the bloody dogs on you. No, I'm only joking. But no, it's a bad song. I just don't like it. But again, guys, that's my opinion. What's this? I like to drink Dixon's cider watching Home Alone. Dixon's cider. I've never heard of that one. But I'm sure it's very, very tasty. Not really a cider man myself, to be honest. Again, Christmas drinks. Dear me, what's your favourite, guys? Bottle of Bruin, probably for most people out there. A bottle of Nuki. And Home Alone. Yeah, another classic Christmas film, I've got to say. It's also, guys, get the quiz questions. I keep coming back to them. Christmas quiz from Newcastle United. Newcastle United on this day beat Tottenham Hotspur by 2-1 at St James's Park under the lights. But Newcastle United won by 2-1. But who scored the goals for Newcastle United in that game? And also on Boxing Day in 2001, Sir Bobby's Newcastle United beat Middlesbrough by 3-0. We've already had one of the goal scorers. Olivia Bernard scored on that occasion, but we need the other two in that one, guys. Who scored the other 2 goals for Newcastle on that occasion? Hello, good sir. Hello to you, whoever you are. I love this one from Bell. This one says, was it Michael Jackson? Oh, do you know what? That was close, that one. Nah, wasn't him. Nah, he didn't score for Tottenham on that occasion. No, I'm afraid not. Anyway, there was a statue outside of Fulham. Michael Jackson, wasn't there? I don't know if it's still there. No idea. But, no idea. And S. What does that mean, Bill? What does that mean? S. How we go? A bit more specific than that one. Beardsley. No, Beardsley had retired then. It's a good guess, though. But no, Beardsley had retired then. Peter Beardsley, though, he did score against Middlesbrough in a 3-1 win back in 1996 in the league. He did score 2 in that game. One was a penalty. Dodgers come on there. Was it Aspria? No, Aspria was left by then, mate. But a good guess, all the same. Ice Wallow Come album, best Christmas songs. Never heard that one. And Dodge as well. Cole, Andy Cole. Did he score for Tottenham or Newcastle? Or no, he didn't. No, Andy Cole didn't. No, and it wasn't Ashley Cole either. He wouldn't have gone to Tottenham. Bloody hell, he'd done enough going to Chelsea, wouldn't he? Was it Mickey Jackson's favourite? What was Michael Jackson's favourite drink? Tee. That's a belter, that one. That's a cracker, that one. Brilliant. Sean B has got back. You're not Sean Bean, are you? I've just seen the B there. No, you're not Sean Bean. He's a Sheffield United fan. Alan Shearer. Did he score in one of these games? Yes, he did. He scored in the 3-0 win against Middlesbrough on Boxing Day in 2001. Yes, so we've got 2 of the scorers in that game. Yes, Olivia Bernard was one. Alan Shearer got one as well. But who got the 3rd goal? Obviously, these aren't in order, but, you know, if you can remember them in order, guys, do let me know. So 3-0 against Middlesbrough in 2001. Newcastle United won on Boxing Day. Who scored the 3 goals? We've got one, of course, was Alan Shearer. The other one was Olivia Bernard. But who was the 3rd goal scorer in that one? David Ginola, there's come. No, Ginola. No, he wasn't even at Tottenham in one of them games. No. So come on, guys. 2-1 against Tottenham on this day in 2008. Who scored the goals? Dear me, we're getting nowhere in this one. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a clue. In that game, Tottenham and Newcastle 2-1. That scoreline. I'll give you a clue. One of them was French. Okay, I'll give you. One of them was a French player. All right, so work with that one. So yeah, Christmas time, guys, as well. Get in touch. What do you think about Christmas in general? What's your favourite Christmas food? Your favourite Christmas drink? Your favourite Christmas film? Get in touch. And your favourite performance by Newcastle United around the Christmas period. Well, like I say, I've wrote that one down. The Middlesbrough game against Middlesbrough, obviously the Middlesbrough game against Middlesbrough. Newcastle's game against Middlesbrough in 2001 was one of my favourites. That was an absolute cracker of a game. An absolute Christmas cracker. Super Bobby Taylor. Yeah. I think this guy's been on the bloody sauce already. Goodness me. Okay, guys, I'll give you a few more minutes to come up with the answers to these quiz questions. And also, guys, get in touch. Great, even if you just want to say hi to us today. I'm just come on, rambling on. Newcastle United, of course, drew 2-2 with Chelsea yesterday. Not the best performance I've seen, particularly in the second half, leaking 2 goals and had to settle for a draw. Robert Lee. No, it wasn't Robert Lee. Dear me, wasn't Robert Lee. No. So, what are you up to as well, guys, over Christmas? Let me know. Get in touch. Were you out on Black-Eyed Friday? Dear me, I can't remember the last time I went out on Black-Eyed Friday. Goodness me. Oh, dear me, it was a lifetime ago. I can't even remember. Is it still as lively as it used to be? Get in touch, guys. It'd be great to hear from you. And also, this Newcastle shirt over the way here. Now, I like this new one for this season. But get in touch as well, because I'm sure a lot of you over the years would have got Newcastle United shirts for Christmas. What was your favourite shirt? Now, there's a good one for you to get that one out there. What was your favourite shirt? Let's see if I can remember it. What did Father Christmas? Newcastle United. Your favourite Newcastle United presents as well. Chuck them in there as well. What was your favourite present? Or your favourite shirt or tracksuit or whatever you got for Christmas or Father Christmas? Okay. So, we're just looking at the quiz questions once again. Of course, the quiz questions, if you're just joining me, was Newcastle United beat Tottenham Hotspur by 2-1 on this day in 2008. Who scored the goals for Newcastle United and Tottenham on that particular day? Middlesbrough came to St James's Park on Boxing Day in 2001. Newcastle United won 3-0. And there was obviously the goal scorers were Olivier Bernard, Alan Shearer, but we need one more from that team who scored on that day against Middlesbrough. West Bromwich Albion away shirts, 1979, 1980. Excellent. A grifter bike. Goodness me. Do you know what, guys? I'm sorry, but I can't even remember what that is. You know what I mean? But I'm sure it was a fantastic present of Santa Claus. Or some people call him Santy Claus, don't they? Santy Claus. What are they called? Honestly, people used to say that to me as a kid. You know, is Santy Claus coming? Is Santy Claus being... Who the bloody hell is Santy Claus? Santa, right? Let me spell it out. Santa. Santa, right? It's Santa. It's not Santy, it's Santa. Bloody hell, I hate that. That's like calling bloody Mataland. Not Mataland, it's Matalan. You know what I mean? You know, like people, honestly, they call some things, some real things, don't they? Some weird things, but one in particular which irritates me. It's Santa Claus, not Santy Claus, Santa Claus, not Santy. No, Santy is spent? Bloody hell, we have spent a lot this year, haven't we? Presents. But no, Santy is spent. Bloody hell, I'm doing it again. Santy is spelt S-A-N-T-Y. Santy It's not Santa Claus, it's Santa Claus, guys. Get a bloody grip. Whoever he is, oh, got a bit of scouts there coming in there. Yeah, Santa Claus, yep. One of the guys has put it on there. And we'll come back and we've got the answer to the question against Tottenham Hotspur. We have the 2 Newcastle scorers in that game. And, of course, who's got it? Docs has got it. And it was Charles Nzogbia. Yeah. And Damien Duff. That is correct. Yes, Damien Duff got the winner. But somebody scored for Tottenham in that game. Got himself a goal for Tottenham. Nzogbia scored first. Then there was an equaliser for Spurs. And then Damien Duff, of course, under the lights, scored an absolute cracker to win the game for Newcastle. I'll give you a clue, guys, since we're getting towards the end of the show. The clue is he's from Croatia. There you are. The Tottenham player was from Croatia. Teddy Sheringham. Straight after I said this player's from Croatia, Teddy Sheringham pops up. Oh, dear, mate. No, it wasn't Teddy Sheringham, mate. Good guess, though. No, it wasn't Teddy. I think Teddy had retired by then. Luke's Brews. What's that? Okay, fair enough. I used to like Ayla Vandel aftershave. Ayla Vandel. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. I used to like Jupe. Jupe. Yeah, great. Jupe. Brilliant aftershave. What else was there out there as well? Diesel. Oh, Million by Paco Rabanne. Brilliant aftershave. Do you know what? As you got older, it was great, guys, wasn't it? Because you could put, you know, if you used to go for a lunchtime drink when you got a bit older before your Christmas dinner, you used to go to the pub and have a few pints and you could have put your links on, couldn't you? Your links set. Yeah, your new gear and your aftershave gear, your Jupe gear in there. But I tell you what, I used to smell like a dog's breakfast. I really did. I could shack myself. I really could. Absolutely incredible. Christmas aftershave. Yeah, it was the bollocks. Newcastle Brown Ale is an excellent aftershave. I'm sure it is, aye. Bloody hell, we're getting a bit of Sid the Sexist here, aren't we? Where he rubs the kebab meat on his neck. Dear me, Newcastle Brown Ale. I tell you what, we've got to have a go at that one. Newcastle Brown Ale aftershave. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely top-notch. And we have one there. Yes, Tottenham's goal scorer, you're right there. It's Luka Modric. I think I had to give him a clue there. But, yeah, it was Luka Modric. But we're still looking for one of the goal scorers in the game against Middlesbrough. Newcastle beat Tottenham 2-1 on this day in 2008. Charles Nzogbia, Damien Duff scored for Newcastle, and Luka Modric scored the goal for Tottenham. But in this one, and this one is Newcastle United 3, Middlesbrough 0, 2001, Boxing Day at St James's Park, Bobby's Boys, Alan Shearer, Olivier Bernard. Who scored the winning goal? I'll give you 30 seconds, guys. Who got the other goal in that game? I'll give you a clue. He played his football as well for Leeds and Everton. Leeds, Everton and Newcastle. And, of course, later on in his career, Bolton. There you go. You British as well? Yeah, think so. She's never heard of it, but yeah. Okay, guys. Well, it's great to have you with me once again. I'm just blabbering on about now, but that's what I do on these live shows, don't I? Talk a little bit about the football and just blabber on. And you're British as well. Great, mate. Yeah. Well, from up north, you know, people don't say we're you know, British up here, you know. You gone down to Liverpool, it's, we're Scousers. We're not English, we're Scousers. We're British, we're not British, we're Scousers. Fantastic, yeah. Well, up in the northeast, up in Newcastle, I dare say the same. The Geordies. I'm not a Geordie, I'm an adopted Geordie. I support Newcastle. I'm British. Clint Eastwood loves Newcastle Brown. Does he? Does he really? Bloody hell, I never thought that. I'm sure he does, though. Oh dear me, there's always one, isn't there? Oh dear, oh dear. Get a grip, bunny lad. But anyway, Clint Eastwood likes brown ale. Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Likes a pint of brown ale. I'm sure he does. No wonder he's living so long. Absolutely. Do you know something, guys? I heard an interesting fact about Newcastle's most famous drink. Now, I don't know how true this is, but somebody told me in a pub in Newcastle once that when you had the original Newcastle brown ale, right? It when it was made in Newcastle, it had a unique taste, and it used to send you off your rocker. You know what I mean? 3 bottles of it, flipping hell, you were dancing on the bloody pool table. You know what I mean? It was terrible. And he said to me that into the what they make the beer. I don't know if they call them the vats or whatever you call them. People who work in a brewery would know what they were called. And he said that a little bit of, obviously, you add water, obviously, into beer. Obviously, it's one of the main ingredients. In some of the pubs around here, flipping hell, they add water, even more water, don't they? Goodness me. Water the bloody beer down. Bloody arseholes. Said they used to add water, but they used to add into each one, they used to add a couple of buckets of water from the Tyne. What about that? No wonder you'd sent your crackers. I mean, like I say, guys, I don't know how true that is. I've no idea whether that's true or not. That's just what this guy told me in a pub. I think he probably had about 5 or 6 bottles of the stuff, and he's probably thought, aye. So I don't know how true that is, but anyway, yeah. But yeah, honestly, what a bloody time it is, Christmas time. It can be happy, sad, enjoyable, but whatever you're doing, guys, have a wonderful Christmas. Have a wonderful Christmas. There's something in the water there from Dodge. Aye, you're probably right, mate. Absolutely. But like I say, guys, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thank you once again for joining me this year. It's been great to have you with me on this show. And Newcastle United, as I say, got a draw against Chelsea yesterday, as you probably know already. Newcastle can't hold their own shit. They can't even keep the ball out the back of the net at the minute. And it's Coventry City kit. Oh, excellent. Yeah. Coventry have always had nice kits, haven't they? Always had lovely kits, Coventry City. But yeah, that's the final one there. I'm just looking at the comments, guys. So like I say, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I hope 2026 is a great year for you. I'll catch up with you all soon. Thank you for joining me, listening to me rambling on today in this live video. Once again, rambling on. I hope you enjoyed the little quiz questions there. Got your brains working a little bit. Certainly, honestly, people say David Ginola, some of the answers there. Teddy Sheringham, absolutely brilliant. Dodge, Merry Christmas to you there, mate. And thank you all again for watching. Once again for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye for now. Have a Merry Christmas. All the best to you. I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye for now.